Hello YouTube, this is Jacob Phillips again, and I'm here with another gun walkthrough. So last time I got a few requests of doing a sniper rifle, and in all honesty, I really wanted to because I had quite a few sniper rifles that I really want to talk about, to be honest. But I wanted to bring up another weapon that has changed the history of weaponry and is really a threat to the United States military as well as for other militaries like um, England, Germany, Poland, Saudi Arabia. That was random. But stop it. I apologize. um, I wanted to talk about the good old-fashioned AK-47. Um, Now the AK-47 was made by Artelson Kalashnikov in 1947. That's why they gave it the name AK-47. The thing is, it wasn't really of use till about the 60s, because Vietnam and China actually bought the weapons off from the Russians, and they used that weapon during the Vietnam War, and that gave a lot of punishment to the United States military. So I gotta take this off again. and and just had the capability of not jamming. That was the worst fear to the Americans when they were stationed up in Vietnam. The weapon didn't jam. You could put it in mud, you could dip it in water, you could do anything with it, and it just wouldn't jam. Cause about in 1967, towards the end of the Vietnam War, the United States Navy SEALs found a village completely abandoned with dead Viet Cong soldiers. And they flipped one Viet Cong soldier over, and they found an AK-47, full of mud and everything. He clicked it back, the primer, and it looked like it was perfectly fine. So he fired it off, and it released a bullet and everything. I apologize. My dog's a bit upset today. He's not feeling too good. Anyway, um, so I really wanted to discuss the AK series. The second AK that came out, that was also very universal as well, was the AK-74. Now, there's two different types of 74s. There's the UKS and the M. The AK-74M is the assault rifle variant of the 74. It was made in 1974 by Artelson Kalashnikov. It was actually his last one that he made by himself. Um, Before poof. um, and then there's a AK-74 UKS, which is the AK-74U. The short-barreled, high caliber submachine gun. Now it's not considered an assault rifle because it has a pistol barrel in it. It takes the same type of pistol barrel towards like the MP5. I guess that's the greatest way to describe it. Takes sort of the same moderate barrel. Now, all these three weapons that I've recently talked about aren't deadly as in the fact they can't jam. They're deadly because of the round they use. The AK-47 had a special round. The 5.54 by 67 millimeter round. That had so much penetration. It had so much. It was very deadly. Um, it was like a 5.56, but bigger. Just, tear you apart. The 74M used the 5.54 as well, but, but, it fired the poison dart round. Which the poison dart round was, when it makes contact with flesh, it penetrates through the skin and bounces around in the body until it finds a proper exit wound. Yeah, so it can tear apart your organs, your limbs, everything. Deadly as fuck. Now the 74U uses the instead of using the 5.54, but it uses the Bi 35, which is a bit smaller. So it's basically the 5.56, but once again, it has more penetration. So those three weapons changed history big time because the rounds they use and the stability of not being able to jam. And you can use them in close counter combat. You can use them for mid range. You can use them for long range because of just it's deadly. Um, Now after Arsen Kalashnikov passed away, they still call the weapon company Arsen Kalashnikov, but most likely his son um owns the company. Not to this date, his son's son. It's confusing. But yeah, they sorry, go deeper in. They developed the AK-94, the basically the same AK design, but just a more heavier barrel. Um, the AK-88, yeah, the AK-88. The best thing about that one was it was a bulb-up design. So you have interchangeable barrels and everything like that, and it takes a 5.54. Well, in general, they all took the same exact caliber until the point of when they made the 100 series. I got a special weapon. I'm gonna show you today. They started off with the AK-100. Now that gun had such of a capability of going through all terrain. It can switch from 7.62 to a 5.54. It was made in 1993. Um, yeah, they sort of switched up the numbers. It's like AK-100, would it be like 2000? No, they sort of went. I just don't know. I can't discuss this situation. Um, then they made the AK-102, which is deadly. Um, it could be a bullpup design. It could also be a frontal design, or basic banana clip. But greatest thing about it, it was basically a support role machine gun because you could put like a dexterity drum magazine in it, which is like a dual drum magazine. Yeah, and that takes a 7.62. You got a bad day on your hand. If you're going in front of that thing, oh, you're screwed. You're screwed, little boy. Um, but then, my favorite of the AK series, the AK-103. The AK-103 here had the best type, I think, because of the inner and outer part of it was a full-on special type of steel where you can punish it. Like, you could try to break it, you could throw it around, you could just dip it in dirt for weeks, you could dip it in water for weeks, you could dip it in sand for weeks, you could basically interchange the barrel, you can interchange the chamber. You have 4 selective varieties of rounds: the 5.54, the 7.62, the 7.92, and also the 5. What's the 5.58? Yeah, the 5.58, which is basically a bigger round than 5.56. Like by a little bit. You also have the interchange magazines. You could put a 74 magazine, you could put an AK-47 magazine, you could put an AK-101 magazine, AK-102 magazine. I'm sorry, I'm talking fast here. It's just the fact I love this gun. I apologize. You also just change the stocks. I have an import stock on this because I just like the collapsible version of it. And this is like probably a good 10 to 14 pounds. Probably 14 pounds here. It's really heavy. But it's extremely good. But yeah, that's the AK-103 Huracan. It was made in 2008. And the most latest variants is the AK-103, AK-104, AK-105. AK-104 and 105 are like the AK-103, but I think it's a bit different because they could keep changing. They kept changing like the barrel types. Because this can have an AEK-71 barrel, which an AEK is. It's basically like an AK-47, but it's like towards a support role type of assault rifle. Um, and most of the other ones could take an RPD, an RPK, or PKP-Beshkanev barrel. That's really deadly. Which without the penetration. So yeah, it's just really, really intense because just all these things you could do with this selected series is just so badass, you know? And before I take my part in ending this video, one, please leave a comment of saying which gun you want to talk about next. Now, I just don't want to say any sniper rifle, your choice. That's sort of a stupid reply. No offense, Jack. But I sort of need detail. I need to know what sniper rifle you want me to talk about. Or any gun of the category. Um, Secondly, I'm gonna be I'm just might be not gonna be uploading my videos on a daily basis or from 1 to 2 days. It's because I'm gonna be working. Yeah. And that's gonna be a bit of a hard job. When I want to download videos for YouTube, my peoples to see, but it's just the fact of work. Um, and that guy, it's a bit of a struggle too. um, Thirdly, I had a request to talk in my normal tone of voice. So I really got to do it. It's a it's just that I can't really talk in this deep voice due to the fact I'm not sure you guys can hear me clearly. You know, it's sort of hard. um, I got this whole tire something thing going. But yeah, this is my actual tone of voice, and yep, yep, yep. But yeah, this is it. Yeah. So I mean, I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll see you all around. All right, bye.